Welcome to Read This. As some of you may know, we're actually running a contest right now where you could win a free review on our show, Read This, the book review show. And we're going to get into the details later on in today's program on how you could win that contest promotion. So stay tuned.
Read This, the book review show. Featuring book reviews, author interviews, and more.
Welcome to Read This, the book review show. I'm one of your hosts, Patrick Morgan.
And I'm your other host, Connor Kelly-Iding.
Let's get started with our first review. Now, the 60s always sounded like a lot of fun to me. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, hippies, and free love. But R.D. Craze's gripping autobiography, The Throw of the Dice, the first in his three-part work, More Snakes Than Ladders, reveals the complex political and social climate of a time just as every bit corrupt and sinister as our own. Born in England, R.D. Craze, always an ambitious trailblazer, set his sights on entrepreneurial aspirations far ahead of his time, importing and exporting chemicals to and from Soviet-controlled Czechoslovakia, legally selling acid throughout the Eastern Bloc, and establishing feedstuff, packaging, and financial brokering companies all across the world. On top of all this, Craze was also a legal wunderkind, instrumental in breaking the antibiotics patent in government medicines controlled by the NHS in England. And this all in his 20s and 30s. It was an incredible life. But
in any good story, there's always a but.
Yup. And R.D., in his business dealings, gets involved with the Brotherhood of Eternal Love in San Francisco, raising funds for his company in Prague. His business partner, however, embezzled $100,000 from the Brotherhood, leaving R.D. destitute. But Craze, always ambitious, picks himself up by the bootstraps and blazes a new path. Back in Prague, however, the Soviet government had other plans for him. The totalitarian power tried to muscle him into spying on their behalf. He declined, refusing to be a pawn of the system. The government, in retaliation, arrested R.D. and accused him of spying against them. This tumultuous series of events, in turn, led to his participation in the Sex for Secrets program all across Eastern Europe. Let's have a listen now to one of my favorite passages from The Roll of the Dice. This takes place in a police station in Prague shortly after R.D. has been arrested. He's being interrogated by a police officer on the grounds of potentially spying against the state, and is just now beginning to realize how much trouble he might be in. He writes, "The interrogator pulled my passport out of his inside pocket and started thumbing through. 'Why have you visited all these countries in the Warsaw Pact?' I realized then that maybe they thought I had been straying into areas I shouldn't have. I told him I was a traitor and why I needed to go to those places. He just stood staring at me for a while, then snapped, 'Why are you lying to us? We have evidence and know you are lying. You and your type are vermin crawling over the earth.' He almost spat the words out, and then, leaning on the table with his face inches from mine, went on to say, 'If I had my way, I would break you bit by bit to see the pain in your eyes. You and your sort undermine everything our wonderful country is trying to achieve. You are a spineless, gutless vermin, and I want to see you suffer.'" Incredible, right? I mean, as compelling as any work of fiction, but remember, this is real life. Written masterfully from the heart, full of both horror and humor in the tumultuous and bizarre world of the 60s, whether you're a baby boomer or one of the Y2K generation. And best yet, we have the sequel to look forward to, Slippery Snakes and Rickety Ladders, which is due out at the end of this summer. And that's why we say, read this. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more reviews after this.
Do you like to go to the movies and watch the coming attractions? Do you decide what looks good and what you want to see? Then check out the world of video trailers. where we do the same thing for books. Our trailers feature a script written to showcase your narrative, recorded by professional voiceover artists, and then produced by our video directors, using music and state-of-the-art visuals and effects. Let us bring your book to life, literally, and show it to an audience that is millions strong and growing. In fact, every day, over 100 million Americans watch online video, and over 60% of book buyers shop and buy online. Video book trailers are becoming the way to reach this audience. Get in on this growing trend and treat your book like the Hollywood blockbuster it is. For more information, visit us at authormarketingideas.com or email jessica@authormarketingideas.com and get your trailer started.
We recently attended Book Expo America and had the opportunity to meet with a dozen or so authors and record several video promos for them where they get to discuss their work and themselves. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Stephen Witt, and if you love funny fiction, I'm the proud author of American Moses and the Street Scene.
Hi, I'm Melissa Buell. If you like fairy tales with a happy ending, read The Hidden Blessing.
If you've seen the Bible series on TV, you're going to love reading this. Now you'll hear the truth.
Bonjour, je suis Marc Huchard et si vous voulez améliorer vos relations avec les autres ou avec vous, lisez et jouez au jeu des accords.
It's funny how the world can be as small as the flesh around you or as large as the winds your voice travels.
嗨，大家好，我是主播，来自中国北京，第一次来到毕业，非常开心，也非常 excited。OK。
LGBT romance is having a moment.
Hi, I'm Shel Horowitz. If you like succeeding as a green business, read Guerrilla Marketing Goes Green.
Hi, I'm Doreen Guma. If you like living your life and enjoying your life, then read If I Knew Then What I Know Now.
Hey, this is Robert, and we're really glad to be at the show. The social media is going out, and it's a great day.
In the past 10 years, there's been an influx of great contemporary Indian writers finding success in America. Jhumpa Lahiri, Akhil Sharma, Kiran Derai, the list goes on and on. But now we've got a great new success story coming onto the scene. T.M. Nagarajan, author of Never Lose, Head, Heart, Spirit. Formerly a development banker and market regulator in India, T.M. Nagarajan turned from businessman to prolific writer in his retirement, a well-deserved respite from the hustle, bustle, and hurly-burly of corporate life.
And it is just this subject matter. Megalomaniacal bosses, crooked executives, and duplicitous colleagues that lays the groundwork for his breakout novel, Never Lose, Head, Heart, Spirit. In the cutthroat corporate world, it seems pretty hard not to lose all three. And throughout the story, we see just that with characters again and again. But our protagonist, Arvin, is able to ward off all those obstacles. You see, Arvin, born in a poor South Indian hamlet, was nearly given up on as a dying, sickly child, evocatively prophesied by his paternal grandmother in a shocking vision of an enormous cobra coiled around his mother's pregnant belly. But, as is said in Hindu lore, the male heir of the firstborn son is a boon from the gods, and this is exactly what Arvin turns out to be. Nurtured by the love of his inspiring grandmother, and by the practical and moral ideals of his father, Arvin grows up to be a talented, ambitious, but principled young man who chooses a career as a banker. It is in this world of greed and double dealing that Arvin's moral compass is tested time and time again by a cast of seedy and selfish characters. But Arvin stays on top, relying on his instincts, intelligence, and principles to guide him to success. He never stabs anyone in the back or takes any shortcuts. He is a truly blessed man.
What a great character. What a great story.
And not just that, the words are pure poetry. Have a listen to the opening passage of the novel. The sun, on its diurnal journey, is due to retire for the day. It will soon plunge with no snorkel into the Arabian Sea. For the whole night, perhaps, it will search for the idols of Ganesh immersed beneath the waves. The sky is entirely exposed. The cloud cover has been blown away by the impish westerly winds. Proud of its pristine beauty, the sky is nonchalant about its nudity. The blushing sun, however, shy of diving naked into the water, hides behind a skyscraper. As literary critic Edwin Fernandez writes of Never Lose, Head, Heart, Spirit, this novel is eminently readable. Mr. Nagarajan is a riveting raconteur, armed with a vocabulary that is truly awesome. I couldn't agree more. Never lose, head, heart, spirit. Read this.
All right, so as I mentioned before, we are running a contest, and now Connor's going to explain the details of how you could win a free review on our show.
All you have to do is email us with Win This Summer 2013. You can put that in the subject, you can put that in the body of the email. Just email us with those words.
And make sure you send that email to the following email address: jessica@authormarketingideas.com. Again, that's jessica@authormarketingideas.com. Good luck!
Welcome to Author Marketing Ideas. AMI was founded to empower authors to market their work to its fullest potential. We work with today's authors, the self-published, the digital, those ready to take the next step in promotion, ready to embrace innovation and reinvent the wheel. The tools are available: enhanced author websites, digital and mobile ready, video book trailers, social media, press releases with embedded video, and we are available to teach and assist to create a customized marketing strategy, because each author and every book is a unique creation. Market your work. Go local, go global, go viral. Ready? Then visit us at authormarketingideas.com and get a free digital footprint evaluation. Your digital footprint is what we call the size and shape of your online presence, and that's crucial to marketing success. We'll analyze and pinpoint your areas of strength and weakness and make recommendations. So check us out at authormarketingideas.com. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for our next show. And for information on how to have your book reviewed, email Ellen at authormarketingideas.com.